Very good morning to you. Very good morning to you. Welcome to Abdominal Conditioning. I'm Rob. Welcome to this morning's session. Okay, we're just going to allow a few people to join in with us. But in the interim, can I ask you to grab yourself some nice music, some tunes that you would like to listen to for this session. Close the doors, let everyone else know that you're taking part in some fitness exercises as well. That's the plan. Okay, find yourself a space. Now for this class, you need a couple of light weights. So I've got a couple of 1.25 kilo discs. I've also got a couple of 5 kilo discs as well. Now, that's not mandatory. You don't need to have any equipment for this class at all, okay? But if you've got some household objects around, like some bottles of water, etc., they're going to be perfectly fine for you as well. Find what you need, okay? And we're going to be starting in about just a minute's time. Okay, I'm just going to tilt you down just slightly here. Looking forward to the session today. Now, here we go. So just check around one leg, check around the other as well. Make sure you've got plenty of space. For this class, I've got an aerobic mat. It's a 10mm thick mat, okay? And plenty of space around me. Check it above my head as well, making sure I'm not going to put my hands in any light fittings. Please do the same for yourself. Make sure you're fit and active, ready to take part in this class. Okay, I think we've got quite a few people joined in now. Let's go for it. Okay, so from here, just check around one way for me, check around the other, please. Stretch up above head as well. And we're ready to work. Great stuff. Okay, so we're going to start with our feet underneath our sitting bones. Our shoulders are back up nice and high, and we're just going to work on our prancing feet here. Allowing our knees just to tuck forward, we drop our arms down by our sides. We have our palms facing inwards, our thumbs facing forwards. Let your fingers wear that wide. Let your shoulders retract back in. Crowning your head up nice and tall. All we're doing here is just trying to get some movement into the base of our body before we start working up to our hips and our shoulders. From here, we're going to stand on our right leg. We're going to pick up our left knee. Now, as you're doing this exercise, you might need to grab a chair or grab the wall. Absolutely fine. As you're putting it up, just take notice of how your body is moving. So we're trying to keep everything kind of in plane and linear forwards here. We've got our hips driven forwards, our shoulders back, our chest up nice and high. Now work in your range. This isn't about how many repetitions you can do. This is about feeling your body and creating the genre for this class. This is a strength and lengthening class. Okay, so from here, bring your hands on your hips if you feel comfortable with it. After a few of these repetitions, you're going to find it here on the outside of your right hip. I'm standing on my right leg and my left knee is flexing up nice and high. Now as I go through the moves here, I've got my hips driven forward and my shoulders back into posture here. Now, atypically, in a seated position, we would come back here with our hips tilted back. Now, you'll hear Jenny and I throughout all these classes talking about bringing your shoulders back, crowning your head up to the ceiling, feet underneath your sitting bones, holding your posture as it's supposed to be. Now, at this stage, you're really starting to feel what's going on with the glutes. But we've got to move the major hip capsule before we can start thinking about working these abdominals. Shake it out, have a walk around. Yeah, that's going to feel a bit numb, a bit tired as we've walked into it. And we're going to go again. So, standing on our left foot. Honestly, the same. We're going to right knee flex. Again, our feet underneath our sitting bones. Crown of our head up to the ceiling. Let's bring these hips forward, bring our shoulders back, chest up. We're just trying to reverse the banana from here, coming up nice and straight. This is where we want to stand, nice and posturing. Feel how it works for you. Now, this knee, can you flex it higher? Do you need stability? Do you need some movement here? If you're finding you're going off balance here, you fall over, I'm loving what you're doing. Yeah, that's really good. The neuromuscular pathways between our brain and our muscles, all these pathways developing, we're building our strength. This foot is just literally going to tap the floor before it comes back up again. There you go, a little wiggle and wobble for myself. This is all good. If you feel comfortable, you can bring a little bicep curl. So alternating the arms, left and right. We've got the hips driven forward, the shoulders back into play. Looking really good. Now as we come into extension, we're going to drive the hips forward again. So hips forward. And advanced here, we're going to try and kick this foot off the floor. Again, the left leg now starting to feel stiff. This is all good. Now, as you're doing this now, you're going to have a little kick back. Knee flex, kick back. Again, crown of our head up nice and high. Feel that hip move, and you might feel this in your lower back. That's absolutely fine. Feel where it is in your body. 2 more here. 1 more. Love it. Shake it out, please. Go for a walk around again. Wiggle these hips. Yeah, get them moving. Love it. Shake, shake, shake. Oh, some stiffness in this morning. Okay, from here, we're just going to circle our hips going clockwise. This is a great little exercise. It pulls up the side muscles of our tummy. Working into our internal and external obliques out here. That little chisel line down the side of our abdominals in the middle. Now, change direction, go around the opposite way. Now, this is a really great little exercise. And if you sit at your desk a lot, I highly recommend set your alarm every hour. Go and grab yourself a glass of water, drink, because your body needs to hydrate. Get up from your desk and move, because your eyes need to reassociate. Change direction again. Nice. And then stand up and do that wiggle exercise, yeah? As big a circle as you can do. Now, let's go. We're going to stand on the right leg, and we're going to left leg lateral raise out to the side. Okay, now, the quicker you go, the more likely you are to go off balance. So, control. Love it. Push up with the ankle. The bumpy bit on the outside of our ankle here is our malleolus, okay? And that's going to be pointing up towards the ceiling. The toes are going to be pointing down. You feel a lovely little pinch kind of feeling sensation in the outside of your hip. Now, this is quite easy if we tilt forward, okay? But if we bring ourselves into plane, we really open up our abdominals. It's a great little exercise. And again, use a chair if you need to. Use the wall. Use whatever you need to balance. Throughout all of these classes, Jen and I keep going on that. Safe, relevant, and effective for you. That is the golden rules. If you feel you go off balance, fantastic. Well done. You're developing. You're learning. Really nice. And again, we're going to pull this crown of our head up to the ceiling. We're going to see how wide we can go with the foot. And we start to feel what's going inside this abdominal wall here. Got our transverse abdominal working really hard. We got our glutes working really hard as well. We got 4 more here. 3 more here. Really tough work now. 2 more. Come on, keep going. You get this little pinch in the abdominals. It's really going to help you in a minute. And release. Shake it out. Wiggle up both hips. And again, circle them one way and circle them the other way. Release out those hips. Nice. Shake it out. Okay, here we go again. We're going to stand on the other leg. So we're going to stand on our left leg. We're going to work our right leg out nice and wide. Again, toe turn down and big. Big heel kick out to the side. Again, crown of your head up to the ceiling. Still pulling out wide and slowly back into play. Really good work. And each time we're trying to hover this floor with the foot. The strength here on the outside of the glutes. All of the abdominal cavity having to work here. Nice. Now this is a really simple exercise, perhaps, for the first couple, but now you can feel how the stabilizers are having to work. We're going to work 4 more here. 3 more here. Now you can use your arms as well to go a little bit wider. 2 more here. Oh my goodness, this is screaming at me now. 1 more. Well done. Excellent. Shake it out. Go for a walk around. Hopefully you've got some water. Cheers. Have a great little drink there. Lick around your lips and hydrate. Okay. Take it into a little jog on the spot, please. You find what's happening around your hips. We've got our abdominals nicely opened up. So now we're going to start working on some cross reach. So again, strength and lengthen class. We're going to stretch wide. Again, use a chair in front of you. Use the wall if you need to. Yeah, wherever you need to go. Now we want to tilt. Okay, so we've got this arm stretched out, the fingers webbed out nice and wide. The toe pointed away. We're going to slowly pull the knee in and then come back out again. Use your hand on your hip, knee pull in. So a bit of abduction into here. And in a minute, we're going to start bringing this other hand in. Here we go. So the right hand is going to come in, touch the left knee, and we're going to crunch into it slightly. Come back out into full extension. Again, keep this safe, relevant, and effective for you. So if you need to, just hold onto the wall, and you'll just be doing your knee flex. Yeah? Again, drive the hips, keep the shoulders back. But see how wide you can go. Now, as we extend, we're going to reach back with the hand, and the leg is going to come slightly behind us. Again, the extension and that lengthening here through the abdominals. It's a really great workout. Now, to make it easier, you come more vertical. To make it harder, we go more lateral. Love it. And if you're in your workplace and you're doing this at the moment, in a very busy office, I'm loving that. Really good. Stretch. And again, don't be afraid to go off balance, yeah? Don't be afraid to fall off it and have to come back in. It doesn't matter. It's about progress, not perfection. None of these classes are about perfection because there's no such thing. You can make this even more complex. You can make it a quicker repetition. You can make it harder. You'll never achieve perfection on this. This is why we always say, keep it safe, relevant, and effective for you. This is a massive workout for your body. Again, off balance, that's great. Pull it in. And go again. Reach and stretch. Oh. One more here. Very good. And release. Shake it out. Okay, especially work these ankles, please. So give them a roll and move your hips as well. So we've got some suppleness coming back into it. We're trying to get the ankles moving, get the hips moving, get that posture into it. You might find it's got a little bit tight to your calf as well. So wiggle your legs around and move around. You might need to go for a little toe touch here just to extend through. Now, let's go the opposite way. Again, find your level. Could be holding a wall. Could be holding a chair. It's all brilliant. Here we go. Feet under our sitting bones. Hips driven forward, chest up. Stretch with the left arm and pull the right leg out wide. The hips drive forward. Now, the other thing I would add is if you're feeling this in your back or your hips, then I want you to do a couple of other classes this week. There's one called Restorative Stretch, which is tonight, 6:30. Really good for working this. Slow your movements. We work through probably about 3 or 4 different stretches and we hold. It's a lovely rest and digest class. Okay, so work your level here, please. Knee flex and extension. Work the level that suits you. And again, if you wish to, you're going to reach, pull, and go. And you might find that this leg is easier or harder than the other leg. Have a learn about your body. Remember, we're looking for lengthen and strengthen. So we're reaching back with the arm and reaching back with the leg. So we've got this lovely curvature through our body. This is where your body loves to be, here. Your body does not love to be here. This is what we're working on. Keep working it. Extend. Drive. And again, if you get to here and you need to tap the floor, get your balance, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Keep working, please. Keep going. Safe, relevant, and effective for you. Now, to get more of the abdominals working, you've just got to flex that knee up higher. And again, if you want to make it harder, you tilt more to the side. Flex. Extend. Flex. Extend. Good. We're going to work 4 more here. Come on, let's go for it. Wow. Woohoo. What balance there. Good, good. Come on then, 2 more here. Come on, let's go for it. And 1 more. Love it. Really good. Shake it out, please. Have a walk out. Grab yourself a drink. Okay. So your abdominal strength is only going to be as good as your back strength as well. So, let's take our feet out wide. We're just going to flex and drop down. Now, you might flex and you get your hands to your hips here. Brilliant, hold it here, no worries. You might have to grab a chair or a wall just to get to here. That's great. You work your level, yeah? You drop, you flex. You might be able to get your hands all the way down here to the floor. Wherever is suitable for you, lengthen. Hamstrings lengthen, and you start to reduce, in the majority of cases, your back problems. 90% of back problems, this statistic says, is because of tight hamstrings. So from here, fold your arms, and you're going to drop down to what's called a ragdoll position. The elbows pointing down towards the floor. Lovely extension through the legs. Now, wiggle your feet here, let your toes spread open slightly, and drop. Okay. 3, 2, 1. We unfold our arms. We're slowly going to pull ourselves back up. From here, we're going to stretch and reach up high to the ceiling. We're going to be a vertical arch, so we're going to tuck the elbow in tight to the side, And you're going to allow these hips to move, yeah? So push them side to side and reach. This is opening up the obliques and it's opening up the lateral side of our back. It's a lovely, big, long stretch and reach. 3 more here. 2 more here. Dig in. 1 more. Love it. And shake it out. Okay. Lovely, great warm up there. Lots of stability, lots of strengthening and lengthening. So let's go down onto the floor now. We're going to start working on some strength exercises. So down softly onto the floor. Again, have a nice soft mat or a carpet. If you've got a hard wooden floor, you might want to grab, I don't know, do that off your bed or something to go underneath you. Okay, so from here, what I want you to do is lay down on the floor. You're going to stretch your arms overhead, arms coming back to the floor overhead, toes pointing away. Stretch, lengthen out your body. Now I want you to plant and flex. You're going to point your toes as far away from your body as you can. And again, keep that little gap between your feet so that your feet are the same width as your sitting bones apart. So you've got your hip width, and then your sitting bones are slightly inside, okay? So we're just in here. Nice, so stretch. Okay, from here, we relax. We take the arms up wide. We walk the feet into our bottom, and we drive our hips up high to the ceiling. We get this reverse banana of our back, going into what's called a posterior pelvic tilt. We keep our arms up wide, our head back, hips driven up nice and high. We slowly lower the hips back down. We keep the control in, and we keep these glutes nice and tight. From here, we push the drive again, standing up through the back bridge, and slowly lowering again. What we're doing here is we're lengthening out the abdominal group as we get to this highest point, and I want you to hold here. Now, assess yourself. Keep it safe, relevant, effective. If you feel comfortable, you extend the right leg out, tuck the right knee in, you extend the right leg and breathe down again. For you, it could also be just extend the leg and come back in, and it could also just be hold. Drop your hips slowly back to the floor again. We push up. We're going to do the same leg flex, yeah? Here we go. Extension, hip driven forward, knee flex as you wish with me. Extend back out, slowly bring the foot back to the floor, and drop again. We're going to go again. We're going to do 6 more of these. Push, drive, hip up. Slow control, extend the leg away. Notice the knees stay almost same height as each other. Knee flexed in, pushed out. The left leg starts to shake to stabilize. The foot comes back to the floor, and we slowly drop the hip back down again. Again, work your level. Safe, relevant, effective, please. Push up again. Could be you just hold here whilst we do the next part of the movement. We kick out. We knee flex in. We extend back out. We slowly drop the foot back in. And we're going to work 4 more here. Nice deep breath in. Slow breath out. Extend out. You might find the hamstrings suddenly engaged. Lovely. We kick out. We need flex in. The abdominals working incredibly hard now. Pushing out, kick out, and then bring the foot back down. We have 3 more to work as we drop the hips again. Slow deep breath in. Breathe out. Push up. Give me the extension here, the rounding through the abdominal. We kick out through the heel. We need flex in. We pull in tight. We kick back out into extension, and we slowly drop the foot back down to the floor again. We have 2 more to go. This left leg is starting to feel it. We're going to push again. Drive. Abdominals tight. Kick out if you wish. Knee flex if you choose. Kick back out into extension. Dropping the foot back into the floor. Drop again. We have 1 more to go. You ready? Deep breath in. Breathe out, push up. Extension here. Knee flex in. Extend back out. Drop the foot. And relax and stretch. So the 3 classes that I'd like you to work on, if you're finding this in your back, your hips, restorative stretch, that's tonight at 6:30. The fitness Pilates class with Jenny that was yesterday. And there's another class tomorrow, which is all about functionality. And that's at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Again, all of these classes you can do on replay. And it's called the mobility method. And it is brilliant. Really wake up all of the joints. Stretch out as long as you can. Squeeze your ears with your arms. Take note of where your hips are. Give them a wiggle, give them a wobble. Okay, so from here again, arms are flat to the floor. We bring our feet in. We take a deep breath in. We breathe out. We push up. We come to back bridge and stabilize and hold. Okay. Check your feet again for me underneath the sitting bones. We've got a nice straight line going through our body, vectoring the direction we're going. The vectors are the forces and the directions they're going. And the leg is going to move into that movement. So, straight line and kicking away. Again, knee flexed in nice and tight. Come back out into extension. Slowly bring the foot back to the floor and drop again. Hips down, nice and controlled. Excellent. When you get to the base, just give it a wiggle. And then we go again. Hip drive. And again, yours could be just hold here. Yeah? Kick out, extension. Bring it into knee flex. Bring back out into extension. Bring back into foot flex. And drop again. We have 6 to work here. Wiggle your hips. Hip drive again. Eyes closed, nice deep breath in. Kick out. Knee flex. Back out into extension. Drop the foot. Hip drop again. Really good. Wiggle the hips. And again, nice deep breath in. Breathe out. Push up. Left heel kick away if you choose. Again, keep it safe, relevant, effective. Pull the knee in nice and tight. Come back out through into extension. Slowly drop the foot. Return the hips to the floor. Breathe out. Nice. If this leg has got crampy as well in the hamstring, just give it a kick out. Nothing's to be worried about there. Push out and drive again. Okay? Extend. Knee flex. Extend. And drop. Love it. 3 to go. Dropping the hips again. And all the way through all these classes as well. Just listen to your body. Hip flex. Kick out. Knee flex. Push back out. Slowly dropping the foot back in. And returning. There's no medals for bravery in any of the classes, guys. It's not what this is about. It's about listening to your body and training it effectively. Push out, kick out. Knee flex. Our principle is very much stronger together. It's very much about progress, not perfection. It's very much about cherry-picked exercises that we know will work really effectively for you in half an hour. Hip drive again. Kick out. Knee flex. Slow kick back out into extension. Guys, all one more. Come on, let's go for it. Drop down. Here we go. We push up. We drive. Breathe out. We extend out through. We pull the knee back into flexion. We extend again. Drop the foot. And we relax. Gosh, my right hamstring calves were working hard there, but I can really feel my abdominals. Now, from here, we're going to work this into a basic crunch. We're going to work our feet in. The knees are up to the ceiling. We're going to bring our chin up nice and high. And we pull our shoulders back slightly. We want a nice big gap between our chin and our chest here. Work up and back down again. Nice. Now, slow, controlled movements here. Now, you might need your arms by your side here to support. Now, remember that the head is like the weight of a bowling pin. Bowling ball. It's about 10 pounds there. So as you're doing this exercise here, you might find your neck extensors here get a bit tight. Okay, so bring your hands down by your side, elbows down to the floor, just to give yourself a little bit of elevation if you choose. Nice, and again, jaw back, chest back. We're opening up the neck slightly, keeping our chin off our chest. What we're trying to do is bring our shoulders back just a touch. So we're not bringing the chest into it as much. We're letting the shoulders retract. Really opening up through the abdominals here. We're going to work 2 more here. 1 more. And rest and stretch. Love it. This should feel a lovely, nice pull through, predominantly the upper part of the 6-pack here, the upper abdominal root. Okay, so from here, we're now going to work on a reverse curl. So, I'm going to bring our feet in, knees are up to the ceiling, feet flat to the floor. We're going to kick out our left leg nice and straight. Stretch our arms overhead, we pull the left knee in, hands to the knee, and bring back out. Now, work it on the same leg, please. Now, this feels easy and comfortable. Rob, I can do this all day. What you're going to do is take the other foot off the floor. So we're going to hold it in and still work this extension. Love it. So you work the level that suits you. It could be that that's too much. You could be here just working the knee flex and putting it back again. Yeah, absolutely fine. We'll work with me here, go a little bit longer. And keep the other foot, so the foot is resting just off the floor, just hovering here, yeah? Working hard. Now as we lengthen out, we breathe in. As we crunch in, I want you to breathe out. Nice work. Let's work 2 more here. Oh, it's a lovely little exercise this. 1 more here. Beautiful. And stretch and recover. Love it. Good, good. Wiggle your legs out, wiggle your hips out. Let's change the side. Okay, so we're going to bring the left foot in this time. Knee up to the ceiling. Okay, right leg out straight. And again, you're just working a knee tuck if you wish. Okay, you could bring it into a toe tap to the floor, curling in. Work the level that suits you. So we get more confident, we can extend and pull in through. Work the level that suits you. Get safe, relevant, effective movements all the way through this one. Now again, if we're feeling comfortable with this, we keep our shoulder blades off the floor slightly. Again, our chin is off the chest. We're looking up high towards the ceiling and breathe through. Lovely work all the way through the abdominal here. Now again, if you wish to make this harder, just take this bottom foot off the floor. I can assure you, it's going to work. Here we go. Now, if you're feeling even confident with this, what you got to do is just raise that bit a bit further and stretch a little bit further back each time. Breathe out as you pull it in. Breathe in as you come back. This isn't about how many you can do. This is about keeping form all the way through. Let's work 2 more here, please. Really good. Nice. Last one here. And relax and stretch. Well done. From here, we bring the arms back out wide. We're going to walk our feet in. And we're going to push our hips up high to the ceiling. Back into that back wrist position. We're not going to move any legs here. We're just going to extend. We can feel what's happened throughout the whole of the abdominal area. The transverse abdominals have to work very hard. The rectus abdominals putting in flexion. Our glutes have worked hard on the side. Our hips have worked hard. Our hamstrings have worked hard. Our backs work really hard. So from here, we're just going to finish by rolling onto our fronts and just working the back. And we're going to use this back exercise to lengthen our abdominals. So we have our hands around chest height, fingers flat to the floor. From here, our knuckles are down to the floor, and our feet, again, that's sitting bone distance apart underneath us. From here, we push up and we extend. It's a lovely big cobra stretch or back extension. Slowly drop yourself back down again. Then nice deep breath in, breathe out, push up. Love it. Really good, really good. Don't worry about how high you go, you just keep it safe, relevant, and effective for you. And again, deep breath in, breathe out, push up. Slowly dropping back down to the mat again. Let's do 2 more here, please. Last one here, please. Love it. From here, we push up onto our knees. We take our knees out nice and wide. And bring your feet slowly together. And you're going to stretch forward into this child's pose position. Get a nice lengthening through our back and our shoulders. I really hope you've enjoyed today's class. From here, slowly bring yourself back up, and however it takes you to get there, come back up to standing. From here, we're going to take our feet out nice and wide, our toes faced in. And again, we're going to work through our forward fold, back down into that ragdoll position and hold. There's a lovely stretch to do in the evenings. So just before you go to bed, you can just drop down into a ragdoll, hold it. And you can hold this position for 1 minute, 3 minutes, and the golden time in terms of our gravity yoga principles is 5 minutes. So this is a brilliant little stretch for you. Now, release. Slowly pull yourself back up. Circle the arms out wide. Come back into that vertical arch for me. Now, I want you to think about your body. Where did you feel that today? Were you tight in your back? Were you tight in your hips? Were you tight in your ankles? If you were, the 3 classes for you. Restorative stretch tonight, 6:30. You've got last night's fitness Pilates with Jenny. And you also have tomorrow morning a fantastic class at 9 o'clock called the Mobility Method. Now stretch out wide. Be good, drop down. Don't forget, you don't always have to blast your body to get a really good workout. Circle out wide and release. Listen to your body and see how it works. Give yourselves a big round of applause. I want you to shake your fingers out and give your wrist a little roll, forward and backwards, a little bit of hokey cokey, and back the other way if you wish to. Shake it out, get your carpals moving. Fabulous, fabulous work. I am back tonight, 6:30, restorative stretch. And Jenny is back tomorrow, 9 o'clock for the Mobility Method. And in the evening, she's running a HIIT class as well at 6:30. Friday morning is a great way to get yourself energized. 7:30 is, or 7:35 is our 20-minute HIIT class. And then followed by 8 o'clock, our body conditioning set as well. Absolutely brilliant workouts all around. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time for the next one. Well trained. Good stuff.